Very good morning, everyone. Welcome to the second day of our spot workshop. We try to start on time and finish on time, so I know there are still a few people we're waiting, but I guess we can start. Most of you are here. Just one quick announcement before we start. We just noticed that the program which was circulated yesterday was a bit out of date. Actually, there's a newer version which will be circulated. Just to let you know the changes. The main change is that tomorrow we start at 8 o'clock and we finish at lunch. Okay, so we will finish earlier, but we will start earlier. But you will get the new program later during the coffee break. But just to let you know already that that was actually the updated program. So that's one. And the other thing is that in the program, if you see, we always start the day with a recap because we want you to refresh what we learned yesterday. After you sleep overnight, make sure that you still retain some of the things that we discussed yesterday. So what we would ask you to do now, you have papers and pencils in front of you. Just write, according to you, what are the top 5 key messages from day one? So what did you get out of day one? So let's start from Bu Ita. What is the number one on your list?
I seen the research career in Indonesia. I think it is unstructured, maybe different with in Australia.
Research group is very important to get the funding.
Research group is very important to be able to get big funding.
Careers or steps of researchers to be a good researchers.
Careers and steps to become a good researchers.
Collaboration between group to get a bigger fund for research.
Okay, the importance of collaborations to get a bigger funding. Okay.
100% attendance.
100% attendance. That's the top. That's important. Thank you for remembering that and reminding.
Same as Dr. Pramuji, it's about research career, who presented by Prof. Uut and Prof. Alan.
Okay, about the research career, Asmedi.
P1 about small syndrome in Indonesia.
The small syndrome, the too little syndrome, that was by Bu Uut.
Maybe this is not key message, but this is the message that gave the biggest impression in my head yesterday, is that research with international collaboration tend to have higher impact compared to non-collaborative research. One slide from Alan yesterday.
So international collaboration tends to have higher impact.
Yeah. Okay, for me, how to build global research and collaboration with the others.
To build research career, you may consider changing percentage between teaching, research, and community service.
Okay, allocation of time, managing allocation of time.
It is better focus on research with higher successful rate, higher productivity, rather than small but many small research projects.
Focusing on the high impact, high productivities of the small ones.
I have many. Well, for me, I think I gain extra energy and ideas to continue making changes for supporting the researcher. And I have that menu from one of Alan's slides.
Okay.
So I think that my main lesson is that there's so much potential in this room, and I think that we have a bright future ahead of us. And we just need to be very strategic on how to deploy the resources and how to engage with the contacts we have and the networks we got. So I'm just so excited to continue working with you. Thank you.
Okay.
All the very important points have been mentioned, which is great. The The one comment from over on the other side there was the issue about research careers in Indonesia being unstructured. I wouldn't necessarily see that as being a disadvantage. It might be an advantage, actually, that it's unstructured, because it allows flexibility, it allows people to move from one function to another. But all in that scenario, the leadership of your organisation needs to understand that you are aspiring to be a better person, you are aspiring to advance your career, and they need to have the flexibility in their mind to allow you that that you have a different path to get to where you want to go. Okay, so it requires leadership to be adaptive to the changing environment and the changing aspirations of people, so that that's a difficult task, to match everybody's aspirations to the directions of the institution. And that's what leaders are paid big money to do, is to bring people together to make sure that the institution succeeds, but each individual along the way also succeeds. So I wouldn't dwell on the thing being unstructured, because that gives flexibility to the leadership to maximise performance.
Okay.